What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from Flight Sim Gaming. Today we are doing a flight with Ryanair. We are back in Europe. We're sitting here in beautiful Barcelona. It's the MK Studios version of Barcelona. There's many different developers of this airport, but you know, MK Studios, they're very reputable. I love their stuff. We've gotten rid of the Latin VFR Barcelona, which wasn't terrible. It did what it, what it had to do for the time being. But I ended up grabbing this one instead. It's highly detailed. I highly recommend it. Anyways, we're flying to Rome, another MK Studios airport. It was recently updated. I'm not sure of the version number, but Rome has been updated. I'm not sure if we've flown to Italy on this channel, which is a little disappointing considering I am Italian. I do apologize to my Italian viewers, but anyway, we're heading over there. We're flying in the PMDG 737-800 with Ryanair. I wanted to fly the 737. You know, many other flights we could have done, possibly with the Phoenix A320 or maybe the A320 Neo. But I wanted to get back in the 737. Here we are. GSX is doing its thing, and let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get things set up here for departure. Got the aircraft sort of powered on. Got the ADIRs over to the nav position. Been a while since I've been in this aircraft. It's quite different since I've last remembered. I think the last time I was in this aircraft would have been probably at least 4 months ago. But anyway, let's get things going here. Come over to the FMC. Pause in it. Reference airport is LEBL. Or Lima, Echo Bravo Lima. We're at stand 119. Beautiful. GPS left side. We'll come grab it. We'll set it and forget it. Come over to the route tab here. Origin, Barcelona. We're headed over to Rome. Today's flight number, we are Ryanair 4 Charlie X-Ray. Ryanair 4 Charlie X-Ray. Once you plug that in there, you can go ahead and request your flight plan ID. Your sim brief information will come up here. Not information. Your sim brief flight plan will come up. Go ahead, set payload, set fuel, and select route. Should come up, and then we'll go ahead and load it. Uplink ready, we'll load it, and then we'll activate. Execute. Beautiful. Over to the departure arrival tab. We are departing off of a runway. Standby, standby. I believe it's runway 24 left here in Barcelona. I'll go ahead and select runway 24 left. It's on the dips to Foxtrot. Departure, no transition. Execute that, fantastic. Come back over to the arrival tab here, and we're going to set our arrival in Rome. We are expecting the ILS, I think it's X-Ray 16 left. On the Valm 3 Alpha arrival. Lots of arrivals here in Europe. Love it. Valma 3 Alpha for the ILS X-Ray 16 left. Go ahead and plug that in there. Transition is going to be... we could probably go from... Actually, we don't need a transition. Disregard that. We weren't given a transaction. Sorry, a transition. I will probably just put Suvic in there as it is on my flight plan here for the arrival. Plug that in, we'll execute. Fantastic. We'll have a look at that momentarily. Come over to the init tab here. 56.6 on the zero fuel weight. Yes, it is. Reserves of 1 cost. Index 79. We're cruising up 34,000 feet on today's flight. The average winds is 00126. Transalt's 6,000, I believe, in Barcelona as well as in Rome. Just having a look here. Transalt is 6,000. No need to worry about that. Execute. Beautiful. We're going to derate 26K. Takeoff. Ooh. Info. Come over to the performance tool here. Two 4 left. I never know which one to use. Maybe we'll just import from aircraft. We'll import that weather. We'll calculate. We'll get all of our information here. Flaps 5 departure. As you can see, our takeoff flaps are optimum. Rating is optimum. Rating takeoff 1. I think that's what I had picked. Takeoff 1 and climb. Does it tell me? Nope, just takeoff 1. We're going to use takeoff 1 instead. Come over to the takeoff tab here. Flaps 5. Trims of 5.57, and we have V-speeds 139, 140, 145. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and set our trims here. 5.57. Somewhere about there. 145 on that speed there. Flight directors can come on. Auto throttle. .145 is set. Beautiful. Let's have a look at our initial ATC clearance here from the charts here. Climb maintain 6,000 feet. Go ahead and plug that in. Beautiful, beautiful. 244 on the runway heading. Let's get everything kind of set up here. Beautiful. Altimeter 1017. Auto brake over to RTO. Beautiful. Come down here. We'll make sure we set some frequencies here. Fantastic. I think we're all set. We'll go ahead and get the rest of the aircraft going here, and then we'll have a look at our departure routing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. What did I say? 34,000 feet. Landing alt, I believe, is like 14 feet. Yes, it is. We'll leave it at 0. Anti-collision light can come on. We'll go ahead and spool up that APU. Beautiful looking airport. Let's open up Navigraph. Basically, this is our departure here. We are on the I think it's DPES or DIPES 2 Foxtrot departure, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, basically it's runway heading, and then we're going to make a left turn over to Peral. We have to be above 3,000, max 210 on the speed. Basically, it's going to be a right-hand turn over the airport, back on out DIPES, DPES, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's basically it. Weather information. The winds are 220 at 9. Visibility 10,000 meters or greater. It's 18 degrees. Altimeter 1017. Beautiful. Sounds like the APU is spooled up now, so let's go ahead. Center up everything here. I do a little showcase of this airport, but kind of want to get to flying here. Beautiful. I feel like a virgin in this aircraft. It's been that long. Come over to GSX. Let's go ahead and request or prepare for pushback. Release ground power. Yes. I love how you can do that now. Should have come down here and let's just make sure that's not what I want. It's disconnecting. Remove the wheels and chocks. Beautiful. Should probably verify this flight plan, make sure everything's looking good. Yep, looks like we're going to get to Italy just fine. Beautiful. Easy. Easy money. Locking gear. Got no fuel in the center tanks. Don't need to turn those on. Everything looks good and normal. Fantastic. Happy to be flying. A lot of good things happening in the flight sim community. I don't know how I feel about Latin VFR's A340, but it looks okay. You know, I don't know if I would fly it. Quick edit pushback. Where do we need to go here, ladies and gents? Where do we need to go? Should we push it all the way out? I think we should push it all the way out, yeah?
Exiting from
beautiful.
Mode. Please wait.
Park brakes released. Right side engine over the ground. Switch. Wait for a 20% N2. See if I remember how to do things. Bam. There we go. We are using the frame gen mod. Just got rid of the auto FPS. I believe I had mentioned that in the last video. Just makes more sense, you know. Just makes more sense. This simulator, so much nicer to play with a proper running sim. No stutters, no lags. For some reason, I'm still getting stutters on, sometimes on final approach, about, I don't know, 1,000 feet above. Doesn't always happen, but I do get these stutters, these big stutters, which I've never had before. But other than that, and at this airport, we're departing off of the runway 24 left. We got a long taxi journey ahead of us here. You can see the stuttering there as I pan to my second screen. That's just frame gen mod, I guess. Beautiful. Parking brakes engaged. Engine start switch went back to the off position. We'll go ahead and put the engine gens on. Probe heat and packs can go over to auto. Go ahead. APU bleed can come off. We'll shut down the APU. Engine start switches over to continuous. Flaps 5. We'll go ahead and set those. Beautiful. Flaps are down. We'll go ahead and open up Navigraph again. Let's have a look at our departure. Sorry, not our departure, our taxi routing here. So we're sitting over here at Bravo 9. We'll go ahead, taxi over to Bravo 10. Sierra 11, hang a right onto Sierra. I hope I'm saying these correctly. Sierra 11. And sort of come along here over on Mike. And we'll follow it over to Delta 2. From Delta 2 over to Delta 1. We'll hang a left. Kilo 4 over to Golf 1. Depart on out. Long freaking taxi. Hopefully I don't fuck that up, but should be all good. Get rid of Navigraph. Beautiful, ladies and gents. Parking brake coming off. And taxi lights coming on. Let's go. This is probably going to be my 5th video of the year. I know I'm a little slow with getting content out. Not putting out content as often as I want to. Unfortunately, you know, life kind of gets in the way. But I am currently developing sort of some stream overlays off of an app called Fiverr. Got a guy creating some stuff for me. I got some transitions that I kind of had made for shooting these little videos that I put out. But overall, for the streams, I do want to start streaming. I know I keep talking about it. I want to kind of have it set up correctly. I kind of also changed my landing rate monitoring tool. I have this window here off to the side here, that's G's or G's. You can get it free off of flightsim.to. I just think it looks nicer. I see a lot of streamers using it. So I wanted to give it a go. It looks nice off in the left-hand corner. You can't even see the actual program until it actually pops up. So just want to thank everybody for continuing to support the channel. Even though I'm sort of a bad content creator, I'm not really posting any content. If you are liking the stuff, though, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Been a little while since we've done a giveaway on the channel. Been a little while, you know. Thinking about doing something. Not sure what yet, but I know the 777's coming out soon. I've given away an aircraft already. Maybe we'll throw out we'll throw in a 777 there. Hopefully I'll have the stream up and running before then. The graphics designer should have stream element stuff, stream overlay stuff done, I would assume, sometime this week. Which should be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and speed on up here. Beautiful looking airport. No complaints. MK Studios has come a long way. And now they're actually updating their some of their older stuff to a V2 version, and it's all free. Unlike some, developers such as Tropical Sim that want to charge you for an update. I greatly appreciate, the developers that spend time and effort to update their scenery and to provide free updates for them as well. I'm sure a lot of the people in the community appreciate that. Nothing against Tropical Sim, I'm not throwing a jab at them, but I just don't think it's right. You pay 17, 18 euro for, for scenery, and then a year later they update it and you have to buy it again. Right? They give you a discount, but you're still paying. It's like $5 off. Over to Sierra. We're going to go ahead, follow Sierra all the way down to November. Probably a good 10-minute taxi here. I gotta say, taxiing over to these runways in Barcelona, and probably there's another airport I hate taxiing at. I think it's not Copenhagen. It might be. I can't even remember. I think it's a Fly Tampa scenery. It's like the taxiways out in the runways out in a farm field. But we're going to get a beautiful, beautiful sightseeing here of this airport. This flight, ladies and gentlemen, it's about an hour and a half long. Not too long, not too short, just the right amount. Make sure we get on to November. Now, this is how the aircraft typically taxi to this runway over at Terminal, I think it's Terminal 2. I think this is Terminal 1 here. They normally do this long route here. There are taxiways that go through runways 2-4 right, but I don't see aircraft taxiing through it. So try to mimic as real world as we can. Like I say, not all the procedures are real world, but the routes definitely. Like that's detail. I don't know. MK Studios has definitely won my heart over with their scenery for sure. Go ahead, VNAV, LNAV. I believe you do this at the runway. I have a tendency of forgetting things, so just go ahead and slam them on now. I think the last time we flew out of Barcelona, where did we go? I think we went to Manchester or something. Or we went to Bristol, I believe. Sim update 15 is delayed again. Apparently it's the last update of the year. I hope Microsoft continues to update this simulator. I'm still undecided whether or not I'm going to get the new one, MSFS 2024. As long as every single piece of content that I have can be brought over for free, then I'll get it. If not, then I'll have to really consider and think if I want to continue to spend money. There's Echo 5 here. We're going to go ahead. I think it's the next one. Make a right. Now, I have been flying the last little while. I've been noticing these purple trees. I noticed it in Rome as well. I don't know if that's ACU season or not. I'll have to look into that. Looks cool. Take Delta all the way to Kilo. We're going to make a left on Kilo. All the way over to Gulf 1. We are 27 minutes into the video. 27 minutes, ladies and gents. And we have not taken off yet. It's all good. Yeah, I don't think these trees are actually there in the real world. That might be ACU season. Beautiful. Make sure everything looks good up here. Let's race on down Kilo. Doing about 20 knots there. Let's go ahead and slow her down. Winds are now 210 at 7. Slight little crosswind here. We should be okay. Let's go all the way down to the end, shall we? Gulf 2. That's where we will end up. TCAS on. And let's go ahead and line ourselves up. Beautiful. All right, ladies and gents. Throttle's up. 40%. Let's get on out of here, shall we? Toga. A little bit of nose down pressure here. Hopefully the winds don't kick our ass. 80 knots checked. The winds are always gnarly here in Barcelona, every single time.
V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear going up. Let's go ahead and pitch for climb. Pitch at about 20 degrees. Go ahead, start that. Left turn. Try to stay below 20 degrees here. That flight director is all jacked up. It's always been like that. And we're getting thrown around. Flaps 1. We got a speed restriction here. Let's go ahead and get us up 34,000 feet. And flaps up. Standard pressure is now set. I think we're doing 225 on the speed. Let's go ahead and get that nose up. Go ahead and trim it. Get ready to get those lights off. Beautiful, 10,000 feet. And we're cruising, autopilot. Coming on. How about that, ladies and gents? Let's have a look at what we're doing here. There's the airport off to our right wing. Fantastic. This airplane is... I don't know, I've been watching some streamers flying this aircraft. I see a lot of people, when they're flying it after takeoff and you're looking at the flight directors, it jacks up way higher than, you know, 20 degrees. And I believe that you're not supposed to... Like, initial rotation is about 20 degrees on climb out. But this here is just shooting all the way up, so, you know, trying to keep passengers as comfortable as possible. You know, not doing a 30-40 degree climb here. Beautiful Barcelona down below with the beautiful red brick houses. Beautiful scenery. Just taking in those views. Fantastic. Not a bad departure. I'll take it, considering, you know, I don't normally fly this airplane too often. Got some work to do. We're going to be in this aircraft for a little bit. You know, get our hands and our feet used to flying this aircraft. Coming up on 15,000 feet. And let's keep her going up. Let's keep her going up. So we're coming over the airport now. If that ain't a sick departure, then I don't know what is. A lot of different scenery you can get for the simulator out here in Spain. Tons and tons of very good stuff. Spain is heavily developed in terms of what, you know, scenery developers have put out. But anyways, ladies and gents, I'm going to go ahead and fly this aircraft up to 34,000 feet. I'll catch y'all on the descent. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you are enjoying this video as I am. But anyway, we'll catch y'all once we get towards the Italian coast, ladies and gents. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace. on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the video. We are just approaching the Italian coastline here. We are descending into Rome. We are expecting the ILS 16 left approach. Been a good flight so far, no complaints. The winds have sort of shifted. They do favor the runway, I think runway 07. Aircraft are still landing on 16 left. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with the plan. We're currently descending right now close to 4,000 feet per minute. Once we hit waypoint Valma, the aircraft will sort of start descending at a regular rate. But anyways, let's open up Navigraph. Have a look at what we're doing here. We are on the Valma 3 Alpha RNAV arrival. As you can see, Valma max 270 on the speed is what we need to achieve. Bitney max 230. Lunik, we got to be max 250 below 13,000. We're descending down to 9,000 right now. I'm not sure if we're going to follow this whole arrival in. I'll probably just vector myself for final approach. Final approach looks something like this. We got our minimums of 214, ILS frequency 108.1. Should be a nice smooth descent in. Weather information is as followed. Winds are 060 at 6 knots. Visibility 10,000 meters or greater. It's 17 degrees. Altimeter 1015. Transalt 6,000. As we can see there. And we'll kind of just let the aircraft sort of do its own thing. As we're coming in here, I got the box all set up here. We're going to be doing a flaps 30 landing with a +5 knots for wind correction there. 148, wheels touching down. That's basically how that's going to work. Auto brake set over to 3, and we're descending pretty rapidly here. I'm actually going to go ahead. We'll go speed intervention. Start winding this back. 270 on the speed. Coming down to 9,000 feet per minute. The aircraft should start descending momentarily. Really not much going on yet. As you can see, we are still in the middle of the ocean here. Been to Rome a couple times in the sim. Haven't been in real life, but there are some pretty good sceneries out here in Italy, Rome being one of them with MK Studios. I think there's a nice one by Beautiful, I think it's called Beautiful Model of the World. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. I think it's Venice. Venice is there's a good rendition of Venice as well. And I wanted to sort of do this video coming into Italy with an Italian airliner, but there's not really many 737 operators out here in Italy. Ryanair flies everywhere, so we're in the Ryanair 737. And here we go. We're finally starting to decel here a little bit. Been a great flight so far. Like I said, I'm using a new landing rate calculator. There's this tab over here that'll sort of stick out, and it looks much cleaner than what I was using with the Fly Live Studio program. I wanted to use LRM. For whatever reason, I could not get LRM to ever work on any of my videos. That's why I kind of didn't have it. You can see sort of the ghosting effect here of the frame gen mod. That's sort of what happens. Should calm itself down once we get a little bit lower. Follow our charts here. So Valma 270, Lunik, we got to be max 250 below 13,000 feet. Target speed 270 at the moment. Beautiful. If you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Would greatly appreciate that. Let's come outside the aircraft here. It's going to be a nice little, not really sunset, but sun's coming down here. I think it's about 6 o'clock local time. Could be 7 o'clock. I forget how many hours ahead Italy is from UTC. I think it's 3 more hours. Probably going to cut this arrival a little short here. I think once we get past one of these waypoints here, we'll probably just go direct to maybe Maven. Kind of have a nice little vector for 10-mile final. No need to sort of do all of that. The airport is basically directly in front of us here. Let's go ahead, wind the speed back. 250 on the speed. You can see the runway right there. Beautiful. We got another speed restriction coming up, max 230 at Bitney. Go ahead, slow her down. There we go as we start our left turn here. We're going to go ahead heading 339. And then I'm going to go heading mode once we straighten out. And I don't think VNAV is going to achieve the right descent profile that we need here. I'm going to have a look. So we got about 20 miles until Giphap, where we got to be at 9,000 feet. I'm wondering if we're going to go ahead and cut off some of that there. We should probably get down to maybe 5,000 feet. I hope to one day visit Italy. My mom's side of the family, they are Italian. They are from Trieste, up in the north, near I think it's Yugoslavia or something. Would love to go there one day. Obviously, the Amalfi Island, I believe is how you pronounce it. Would love to go there as well. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna wind the speed back. We're gonna go 210. I'm gonna get the 336, sorry, 339 on the heading. I'm going to get this down to about 4,000 feet. And I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go vertical speed. Go to 1,000 feet per minute. We could probably go a little bit faster. Let's go 1,500 feet per minute. I want to get down to 4,000 feet. I think at Suvok you want to be at 4,000 according to the approach charts here. Maven at 3,000. Waypoint 1. Waypoint 1 is plugged in. Coming up on 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come on. We're going to go heading select. Let's get that speed brake out again. And we'll start shallowing out the vertical speed momentarily. About 1,300 feet per minute. Should help. Or what we can do is we can go into level change. We get the speed back. And the aircraft will descend at about 1,000 feet per minute. And then we'll go direct Suvok. Execute. We're going to LNAV. Beautiful. Final approach course is going to be 159. Let's go ahead and we'll sync our heading here. .159 is in. Standard pressure. We are altimeter 1015. Plug that in there. Coming up on pretty much 6,000 feet anyway. Beautiful. Suvok, we got to be above 4,000 feet. We're going to go down to 3,000. And we'll capture glide actually at 2,500 feet. So we can actually plug in 2,500 feet. We're going to maintain 210. Everything is looking well and swell. Beautiful approach coming into Rome. Not sure how far out this airport is from city center or even the big Coliseum. Got our glide coming in there. Fantastic. Check a couple things here. Auto brake set. We have our minimums 214, 214 set. VREF 143 plus 5, flaps 30. Beautiful. Keeper coming down. Beautiful. I believe that's where we're going. Man, is it ever good to be flying again? I love this. I love this. We're going to spend some time out in Europe. I'm going to come up with some flights here. I know I want to showcase a little bit of Turkey. This might be a little bit of a touchy subject, but I kind of want to go to Moscow. You know, I don't support what they're doing, what the Russians are doing over in Ukraine. I don't support the war at all. But it leaves a lot, you know, a lot to desire when it comes to flight simming. And you can't really go to certain areas and things like that because of, you know, the wars going on, and you know, some of your viewership might be a little upset with where you're flying to and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely want to go to Turkey. Probably going to go to Greece. Maybe I know I have a lot of the northern European country airports like Sweden and Norway and things like that. We'll see what happens. We'll plan it out. But too much content on the channel out in North America, even though there's some new airports I kind of want to fly into. Milwaukee's one, you know, the new MK Studios LaGuardia. But I think it's just right that we, you know, start doing some more European flights. It's been a minute. Anyways, speed coming down, 190. Flaps 1. Indicated. Go ahead. Arm that speed brake. Beautiful. Runway directly in front of us. We're sitting at 2,500 feet. About 10 miles to go. Everything looking fantastic. Flaps 5. Go ahead. Bug the speed down 170. And there's glide slope. We'll go ahead. Throw the rest of our lights on here. Beautiful. Go ahead, throw that gear down. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. And we're going 143 plus 5, so 148. And we're going to go ahead, flaps 30. Beautiful. All our signs are on. Everything's looking good. Love it. Winds will be coming from the north there. I don't know what that buzzing sound is. Hopefully it goes away. My airplane, ladies and gents. Let's get the aircraft down. Wind's kind of throwing us around here. Let's get ourselves back on everything here. Come on now. Coming in a little bit fast here. I don't know where the winds went. The wind information is just gone. Disregard that. We're looking good. We're looking good, ladies and gents.
plus 100.
Sometimes you come in on an angle. It's all good. We're still good. Beautiful.
Minimums.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Beautiful. Versus out. Ooh. $70 knots. Let's go ahead, take the high speed. Ladies and gents, welcome down to Roma. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Not sure where I'm going. Alright, we're on Delta Golf. We're going to go ahead and meet up Delta right here. Clean up everything. APU coming on. All right, we're gonna go. Looks like Delta, all the way to Echo Golf. Delta Echo Golf, or we can go. We'll go Delta November Golf, and we're looking for stand 301. Let's see if we got that here. Gate 301. Beautiful. That's Charlie. We're just gonna continue on Delta. No need to transfer. It's going to be quite the long taxi, ladies and gents. Again, MK Studios Rome. It has been updated. It was updated, I think, yesterday. I believe MK Studios is updating all of their airports to sort of make them current with some of their new stuff that's coming out. In terms of, I believe, certain textures and performance and things like that. So, yeah, pretty cool. Rudder's got a little squirrely there as soon as the nose gear touched down. I don't know what all that's about. Have to look into that. We're going to go ahead and speed up a little bit here. Another long taxi ahead of us. Keep it under 20. So yeah, those little transitions that I'm doing on takeoff and landing. Just thought I'd, kind of mix something up there. The thing with the landing rate tool that we have, because of, I guess my flight overlay that I have on the top screen that you can see there, it kind of cuts out part of the landing rate monitor tool. So flipping a transition on landings, gives us that opportunity to kind of see what we're doing. You can't move this from here. At least I don't know how to, even if you can. That's why I'm sort of doing that. Beautiful. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know I sure have. And any flight. If you guys have any flights you guys want me to do, any ideas, go ahead, drop down below in the comments. Let me know. Shoot me an email. I don't care where you send it. If there's any flights you guys want to see me do, don't hesitate to reach out. I want to stay in the 737 probably for the next 5 videos at least. Gosh, you forget how much fun you have in this bird. I was getting good with the Phoenix too. Surprisingly enough, I haven't actually I've updated the Phoenix, but I haven't flown it since the update. I was flying the E-Jets. So I heard there was almost like a new flight model with the new Phoenix. E-Jets are always fun. And then hopefully 777 will come out soon. Gosh, I can't wait for that aircraft. Need a proper long haul in the sim. A little disappointed though. Air Canada is not one of the liveries that will be included with the 777 from PMDG. A little disappointed with that. I'm not sure if Air Canada is one of the larger carriers of the 777-300ER. I think they are. So that which makes this a little bit disappointing, but I'm sure livery will be out ASAP. Definitely want to do some long hauls in that 777. Even some short hauls too. You know, they fly them all the time to Vancouver, LA. You know. This is Echo Golf here, or Echo Charlie. My apologies. Can't read properly. We're gonna go next one, November Golf. Get that APU on. I don't think I had to do that right away, but it's all good. This taxiway here, November Golf, will take us right to our gate. It turns into, we'll have to make a left into November Charlie, but basically, yeah, shoots us right in. Very nicely detailed scenery too from MK Studios. It's different. You know, I bought this scenery a long time ago, and it's definitely different from what I remember. Very detailed. There's a Neo right there, A320 Neo from China. I don't know, I have some static aircraft at certain airports. I don't know if that's because I've downloaded certain livery or not. I don't recall downloading that livery, so it's kind of weird to me. Anyway, let's pay attention, folks. We're going to be going off to the left here. Going all the way to the end, stand or gate 301. Terminal 1, I believe. And I hope GSX connects to this. Can't remember if I've configured it. I'm sure I have. Taxi lights, we'll shoot them off. That's where we're going. Parker brake coming on. I believe I put the APU on prematurely. Yes, I have. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and kill the engines. Parked a bit. I don't even know what it said. We'll go ahead and deboard. Come back upstairs here. Let's go ahead and reverse some of the stuff that we have going on. Seatbelt lights coming off. Fuel pumps coming off. Yaw dampener. Ladies and gents. Beautiful. There we have it. Just want to thank everybody for coming out and flying with me today on this short trip over from Barcelona to Rome. Visited Italy for the first time on the channel. My God, this terminal is flippin' detailed.
Passengers deboard.
I don't remember it being this detailed. Good job, MK Studios. Probably one of the best sceneries you guys have done. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your week, ladies and gents. Shooting this video out on a day I normally don't. Hope y'all are okay with that. And then we'll see where we're headed. Video should be coming out next week. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, ladies and gents. Enjoy the rest of your day, week, month, whatever y'all doing. Take care. Peace.